Good evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. Here I am before you trying to present another laddu. This is not a coconut laddu. We are trying to work with the carrots and trying to make carrot laddus. Necessarily they will be very nutritious for your kids and your family. So while we always work with the coconut laddus, this time let us try and make some carrot laddus. Of course, we'll also need coconut in the process. So necessarily they will be very yummy. Okay, let me go about and talk to you about the ingredients. Here we have 2 cups of shredded or grated carrots. In the same cup, we'll measure 1 cup of grated coconut. So 2:1. And here I have used 3/4 cups of sugar, granulated sugar. We will need very basic ingredients, so you can opt for any of the dry fruits that you like to have in your laddu, which is also very nutritious. Like, say here I have taken some kishmish or raisins and I have made small pieces of the raisins, so around 20 raisins were here. And here I have taken 3 tablespoons of the almond powder. And we will of course need 2 cardamoms which I've just crushed for the flavor. Alright, so that is it. It's very basic. We do not need many other ingredients and we'll try to work out nice laddus from the carrots that we have got together. And of course the entire cooking will be done in ghee or desi ghee. Alright, let's start. So I have already heated my karai and I'll put some ghee or desi ghee. Alright, for the weight conscious people, I think you can sometimes afford to have 1 laddu. It's more about making laddus for your people at home. So I've used here 2 tablespoons of desi ghee. Right, so let the ghee heat up. And it's very easy, one of the easiest processes that we are now trying to work out. So once the ghee heats up, we will put in the 2 cups of grated carrots and keep stirring so that the carrot doesn't stick to the bottom and then also gets the raw flavor removed. Okay, so we will try and cook the grated carrots, say for 6 or 7 minutes this way. So while we're cooking the carrots, we'll also put in 1 bowl of grated coconut. Coconut laddus are a favorite with the kids. So we'll just try to make something that's different. Apart from the coconut laddus, there will be so many other laddus. So let's try out the carrot laddu, for instance. So we will try to mix in all of them. And for me, what I try to do is that here, put in all the ingredients together and let it merge into each other and then make balls out of it. So it's not a very difficult, difficult thing to do. So we'll now put in the raisins and of course also the almond powder and the cardamom, all of them. Okay, and now try to mix again. I think laddus are a speciality with the Indians. They can make laddus from all and everything, I guess. All types of all types of fruits and dry fruits, everything that they can put in together to make a laddu. And here now we will, after doing this for some time, what we will do is that we'll try to cover it up and let it be there cooking for at least 5 minutes in slow flame. While that's cooking, we can also talk about the binding element there. The binding ingredient is of course the granulated sugar. Once the sugar goes in, what we need to do is that we need to again try to incorporate the sugar. It will automatically incorporate with the heat down there, and then we'll just put it down, and when we can bear the heat, we'll make laddus from the carrots there. So we'll try to check now after 2 minutes, because they should not stick to the bottom. As I always repeat, it should not, nothing should stick to the bottom. So here we are, and that unique, that flavor of the the coming together of the coconut, the carrot, and the ghee and the cardamom, right? And see how how nice and wonderful it smells in my kitchen now. And now I just, because it's getting a little dry, if you can see, we'll just put in some more of the ghee. Say 1 more tablespoon of the ghee, or half a tablespoon of the ghee, so that again it helps in trying to put all of them together, the carrot, the raisins, everything together. Now we'll put in this is almost around 7 minutes now it has been cooking. Now we'll put in the sugar. Please, you have to be however careful, because the amount of sugar that you want in your recipe will be determined by the amount of sweetness you want in your laddu. And of course the binding element is there, but still you can always decide on, you'll try to customize the amount of sugar that you want. So what I normally do is that, because in my house people do not like much of sugar, so I put the sugar all around like this, and I try to make an assumption, all right, okay, this is fine. So I think this is fine for now. I haven't used the entire 3/4 cup. So we'll try to put all of them together now. So you can always decide the amount of sugar that you want in your recipe. Just like we can decide the amount of salt there. After all, we are trying to work out magic in our pan. So this way, I am now trying to increase the heat. I've increased the heat and constantly stir it so that nothing sticks on the bottom. And now we will wait for the sugar to melt. Once it starts melting, what will happen is that it will give out a glistening, it's a sort of a nice color, the change in the color, and the sugar will glisten, right? So that way we will come to know that the sugar is being, it's in a way trying to bind all the elements together, all the ingredients together. So I'm constantly stirring it. We'll do this for some time, and let's see if it starts to become very that's it. They are trying to come together properly, and say 2 more minutes and it will be done. So what I'll try to do is that now again reduce the flame and cover it for some time. So let me remove the cover. In between, look, see how beautiful the color has changed. The elements, all the ingredients have come together, and in between I had of course stirred it. This has been going on for the last 6 or 7 minutes, and now we will not cover it anymore. So you can see these are forming peaks there of the carrot and the coconut. So now we'll try to check out whether we can bind one of them together. Alright, so we'll take out in a small plate and check out. So we'll take it out in a small bowl and try to check if they get together. Yes, they're getting together. So it's time to shut down the fire. And now when it becomes, we can handle it, we will try and make ladoos out of it. But one thing, we need to take it out in a plate or so that, the heat of the karahi doesn't burn up the mixture. So we'll take it out in a plate. So I've taken it out on a plate and try to spread it, but we should be careful. So I've taken it out on a plate, and we are just waiting for it to get a little cool, so that of course it can be, your hands can handle it. Yes, they are okay now. So my hands can handle it. So we'll try to make balls out of this mixture, and as big a ball that you want. Your balls that are coming up, beautiful carrot ladoos. We can choose one more option of trying to smear it up with some coconut, or give it a cover of coconut just to make a difference. So you can choose which one you want, with the coconut or without the coconut. So here's my plate of ladoos for you. So many of them made with just 2 cups of carrot and 1 cup of coconut grated. So do try out this recipe of mine, and if you like it, do give a like and give a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.